thinking pretty soon I'm gonna have to start bringing a little basket outside, because well, like I said, there's hundreds and hundreds of tomatoes, but they're starting to ripen. These Fountain Inn sweet grape are growing massive quantities, just massive quantities. So I just grabbed a few, then a few more. And so I'm gonna have to start coming out with a little basket, because they are starting to ripen a lot more than 1 or 2 at a time. And I'm gonna start just popping them off a couple at a time. And I'm putting them in my pocket right now, because again, we're definitely going to have a lot of Paul Robeson. Shout out to Greg and Carla and Gracie. You guys have turned me on to a whole new world of tomatoes I didn't even know existed. And I'll tell you right now, we're probably about a week and a half away from tomato sandwiches. My new favorite, or one of them at least. That would be our fresh dill. Our baby dill plants are coming up. And of course our basil. The opal and the green. The cilantro still has not popped up. Radishes, they coming up. I did just see my first bee of the year. It's pollinating the potatoes. I tried to catch it on video, but by the time I got the lens cleaned off and I got it out here, and I had my hands full because I was eating tomatoes and looking at the garden. But I did see a bee, my first one of the season. Completely ridiculous. We should have bees everywhere. And there's a lot of flowers in this yard. There's a lot of blooms. There's a lot of things that could be pollinated. One bee, he's got a tough job. I was just watering the plants and relaxing and enjoying the fact that the sun is not fully on me yet. There's still some shade, and a butterfly came for a drink of water. It's just amazing to me. Yeah, my whole life I tried to catch butterflies. I couldn't. Now they come right to us. And last year we had a bunch of butterflies lay their little eggs all over our parsley and all over our celery. So we had a whole bunch of caterpillars last year. Almost killed them, but our friend told us, oh, no, they're not bad. Those are butterfly. So big difference between that tomato hornworm and these beautiful butterflies. Just amazing. It's been a long time we were using this small recycling bin. All of the scraps from the house. Every time there's something that's part of the plant family, any kind of a root vegetable, any kind of a fruit, anything like that, from salad scraps, it all goes in a 5-gallon bucket and we bring it outside and we dump it. And then we were putting the coffee grounds in there. The problem is our garden has grown so much that now our garden is right next to this recycling bin, this compost bin, whatever you want to call it. It's not the one we use for leaves. It's straight up stuff out of kitchen scraps. Kind of smells funky, and it definitely attracts a lot of flies. So we're going to empty it out today, and we're going to bury it in between layers of a truckload of leaves I just picked up. We went this morning and we picked up a truckload of leaves from November. They made a massive pile. The city said I could take as many leaves as I want. You know, when people put the leaves out in front of the house, the city picks them up. So we're going to pick them up now because they've already had 7 months to break down. By next summer, we're going to have black gold. But this little thing is going to get retired from this spot today. We're going to have to go hide it somewhere far away from the garden and then maybe attract the bugs away from us. So it's probably going to be the last time you see this in any of our videos. We have a baby praying mantis. One of my favorite bugs in the world. Not that I like bugs, but I used to have one as a pet. We used to feed it crickets. I've seen plenty of videos online. They are fierce fighters in the bug world. So I'm going to let them go in a minute, but I'm just excited. You know what? I'm going to put them on the sage, maybe. The sage is right there. I could put it on the sage. Hold on. So, we have some baby praying mantises. It's funny the things that happen when you're out in the garden all day. I think we'll name him Charlie. What do you think? Charlie the praying mantis. I think it's a good thing to have them in the garden because they eat bugs. And then they eat fierce bugs. Yeah, to hear Caitlin screaming. I just had one crazy ugly spider on my stomach, but we knocked it off. Could have fed it to Charlie. It blends pretty good with the sage. Doesn't really seem like he feels threatened at all. She, he, I don't know how to tell the difference with a praying mantis. But I do know that they are definitely not harmful to have in the garden, because they will eat other bugs. They might even eat bugs that are bad for the garden. So I'm kind of excited that it was a hot day today. It was a hot day today, and I took a whole lot of breaks. I got a special spot set up just so if I want to sit down and rest. And I sat down a whole lot of times today. I took a lot of breaks, but I'm going to tell you, we got 2 more raised beds put together today. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this year we set up 13 more raised beds. 13. That's almost as many as we did last year. So I think we double the amount of space we can grow in raised beds. And I still have a big section of the yard we haven't even touched yet. We got some trees that we got to trim down and some scrubby things that grew all by themselves. They got to go. But today was very productive. And there's our 2 new beds. And that's where we had that compost bin with all of the stuff from the kitchen. And the smell is gone. We've buried the stuff in with all the leaves that we brought in today. And we're going to do things different. I put it off. It's going to travel. It's going somewhere else. Not sure where, but I'm not going to make that decision right now. I'm going to try to think it through. A lot of things now, I try to think them through. And this way we don't have to redo something. We started early. Anthony's been with me since at least 9 o'clock a.m. It's going on after 12 o'clock at night. So that's a long day. And I'm about to go finish up a few things. Anthony decided he's going to go pick the beans. Karen picked them not even a week ago. She picked a nice basket full. I just saw what Anthony's got, and it's crazy. And this bean tunnel only is half grown. One pot, one plant, one patio. You're never too old, you're never too sick, and you're never too out of shape. Get those kids, get those grandkids out there, have them help you start. Just do one, then you'll do another. I got a buddy, let me tell you something, I can't even count what we have growing out there. This is proof that it'll work. You be blessed.